Let's now go back to our top story of the Congress's onslaught against the government. Congress Women's Wing is protesting against the government at Jantar Mantar. We'll take you live over there. Remember that this protest was the one where the protesters were going to start off from Jantar Mantar and move towards Parliament and Gherao Parliament. What we also had got to know earlier on was that Rahul Gandhi would himself participate in this protest. So clearly a two-pronged strategy being used by the Congress there to launch an offensive against the Modi government, one outside Parliament and one inside Parliament. Outside, the women's wing of the Congress party has launched an attack against the Modi government, saying that it has failed on all counts and especially targeting the government over the Lalit Modi and the Vyapam issues. A heavy security presence, as you can clearly see on your television screens at the moment, with the women workers standing atop cars and raising slogans against the government, and the police trying to rein in the crowd at Jantar Mantar. Of course, they will not be allowed to proceed anywhere close to Parliament, as when the Parliament is in session, Section 144 is clamped around the area, which means a large assembly is prohibited close to Parliament. However, an attempt will of course be made by the Mahila Congress workers to go towards Parliament and raise slogans against the government. Inside Parliament, let's take you to that strategy of the Congress party. The party continued its onslaught against the government in the Rajya Sabha, even though the government said that it was willing to discuss the issue of Lalit Modi and the alleged helping of Lalit Modi through the External Affairs Minister Sushma Swaraj in getting travel documents. That the government said Sushma Swaraj was also willing to make a statement in the House, cut no ice with the Congress party, which has in fact decided that it will disrupt the House and will not give up till the government actually relents. They are asking for the resignation of Sushma Swaraj. Atir Khan, deputy editor, is now joining us with more details. Atir, take us through the situation at Jantar Mantar, where the Mahila Congress workers are protesting against the Modi government. Atir, are you there with us?
Yes, ma'am.
Atir, take us through the situation at Jantar Mantar, where the women's wing of the Congress is protesting at the moment.
Well, you see, primarily, it is a women's protest, and it's called Akrosh. The Congress party workers are expressing their angst and anger towards the government. They want to take on the government, and they want to pin it down on the issue of several of its ministers being under cloud. So they are seeking their resignation. The Congress has already given an ultimatum to the government that these ministers should be removed, and thereafter only it is going to cooperate in the running of the House. But as of now, the government today is very clear. It has said that it is willing for a discussion on this issue, and Sushma Swaraj is also willing to give a statement, but the Congress will have none of this. They are protesting at the moment, but it is primarily confined to the women wing of Congress.
Atir, there have already been 2 adjournments in the Rajya Sabha today. Are we expecting similar scenes even at 2 p.m. once the House reconvenes?
Well, that seems to be the situation, because as of now, the Congress opposition will not relent. But at the same time, the government is willing for a discussion. We'll have to wait and watch what happens when the House reassembles, and the government will again give the offer for a discussion.
All right, Atir, do stay on with us. Deputy editor Smita Sharma is also now joining us with more details. Smita, there's chaos, as we can see, at Jantar Mantar, with the police trying to rein in the Mahila Congress workers there.
Well, they have turned up in good numbers, Maha. I must give them credit, of course, to the organizers, Shobha Ocha there. And this, despite, of course, not, though the word had been spread that Rahul Gandhi would come for this Morcha meeting, but Rahul Gandhi didn't turn up. But women did turn up, in fact, in huge numbers. And they have come in from various states too. And also this brings, of course, the parliament session, when you do know that Jantar Mantar turns into this site of protest. So there are other protests too, simultaneously, that are happening. And a lot of times, in fact, these crowds get intermingled. But as far as the police constables are concerned, it's a very heavy deployment in terms of barricading, in terms of also, being prepared to try and, of course, get out at the protesters, and also a lot of women constables around to essentially handle. But most of these women activists, they have all been wanting to go on stage, which essentially has seen faces like Dr. Kiran Balia or Shobha Ocha herself. These were Morcha people. They were planning, of course, to march in from this Jantar point all the way up to Congress, to Parliament, to, of course, make their voices heard and raise the issue of all tainted ministers in the BJP, and also raise issues of women reservation as well.
All right, Smita is pointing out that a large number of women workers of the Congress party have turned up today for a protest on Jantar Mantar against the Modi government. Word, of course, was spread around that Rahul Gandhi would take part in the protest as well and lead the charge. However, we can see chaos has broken out at Jantar Mantar, where the women cops are trying to rein in these women who are raising slogans against the government. Ample chaos there at Jantar Mantar. Take a very quick break now. News and updates will continue on India Today. Stay with us.